one of the top experts in the world on sales.
King of collaboration.
He's on the cutting edge, and what he does works.
Jim Padilla.
CEO of Gain the Edge.
He is the leader when it comes to sales and conversions.
A sales and business coach to some of the biggest names in the country.
Jim Padilla is known as the go-to guy for all things sales.
Hey, thanks so much for chiming in here. Welcome to the Make More Sales podcast. And I'm Jim Padilla, and I'm going to be your host, your guide, your partner, your running mate in this discussion as we move forward. I want to welcome you, new fans, and welcome those who are converted over from the Sales Unscripted podcast. Totally appreciate those of you who've been following us there, and just anybody who's new to our world. The whole goal here in the Make More Sales arena is that Make More Sales is really the banner that flies over our business, my business specifically, mine with Cindy, and Cindy, my wife. Those who don't know, and I'll be sharing more about that. But if I Make More Sales is the banner that flies over your business too, right? But the key is, most of us have varying degrees of skill set around making sales happen. And too many times we close it down into a very narrow box. Like, this is what sales is. And that's where I get off. That's where you lose me, right? I spend a lot of my life enrolling, influencing, closing, captivating, inspiring, teaching, leading, guiding, encouraging, challenging, even chastising, pushing, pleading, so many different ways, so many different mindsets and energies and aspects to making sales happen. And so do you, right? Because this is what we do all day long. You are a walking, talking sales machine. As a human being, you sell from the moment you get up till the moment you fall asleep. You're selling yourself more often than anything else on why get out of bed now instead of hit the snooze button, on why eat a good bowl of oatmeal instead of a bowl of Captain Crunch. Why get up and work? Why do more? Why go above and beyond? Why challenge your kids to do things that they don't want to do because it's in their own best interest? Why go to the gym when it's so much easier to just go to the park or go to the beach or go to the lake or go do something fun, go hit golf balls, right? And of course, getting people to, take action and make decisions in their own best interest. So all of that happens. And here's the funny thing. You've been doing this stuff your whole life without tactics, without scripts, without funnels, without blueprints, without 6-step this and a 10-step that, without a sales page and a landing page and an opt-in. You've just been doing it. Sometimes by the things you say, sometimes just by the way you show up, who you're being while you're saying those things. Many times people just want to buy from you or buy into your opinion, your perspective, your ideas, and your thoughts just because they believe in the level of confidence and energy that you're bringing to the moment, right? And this happens all day long, every day. Sometimes you actually need to use words. Other times you just need to be. And the way that we label all of this, the umbrella, the tent that we put over all of this is making more sales without getting better at selling. Everything that we teach here is about how do you make more sales? How do you win people over? How do you win the day without having to be a sales guru? How do you structure your environment so that people show up wanting to hear from you and believing in what you say because you've been positioned right, because you have the right partners, because you have the right environment, because you know intimately how to solve the problem that you are an expert of and how to speak to it in a way that is attractive and compelling to those who need to hear it. How committed you are to sharing the truth of what is, both to yourself, in terms of how great you are and how limited you may be in certain areas, and to the people that you speak to, knowing that saying things truthful, like, I know you're probably spending a lot more time than you should be chasing prospects. I want you to be spending time serving clients. And we want to focus on how do we get you to do more of that. So here at the Make More Sales podcast with Jim and Cindy Padilla and the Gain the Edge crew, Gain the Edge is our company, we're going to share that. Over the course of time and this journey we're going to take together in these podcast episodes, I'm going to talk to you about our multi-million-dollar business, about the hundreds of millions of dollars that we've sold for clients with our outsourced sales team. We're going to talk about launches and live events and scaling strategies and ways that you can make a lot of sales in a short period of time, and have long distance strategies that get you selling things over time so that you can increase customer lifetime value, so that people, once they come in the door, they want to stay with you and buy with you over time, because there's real things happening in the world, like it gets more and more expensive to buy leads, especially in a time where, social and economic crisis and with COVID and whatever else might be happening, right? It makes all of a sudden the whole world has gone online, which means the audience hasn't increased a ton, but the people who need the eyeballs has. And that means the people who have, what's the word for that? The supply, right? The supply has not gone up, but the demand has, which means pricing is out of our control, which means the people who provide the eyeballs are the ones that can set the price. So as client acquisition costs tend to go up more often than not, you have to focus on, how do I make sure that my client value goes up in equal or better proportion? Simply put, if I'm going to spend $2 instead of $1 to get a client, I need to make sure I make $10 instead of $5 off of every client that I bring in, right? And how do I turn that into something that churns over time? So again, these are just some of the conversations and things that are happening right now in the marketplace and that we'll be sharing with you over time. We want to share with you what's going on. We want to share what's happening with the latest and greatest inside our company. And we're going to bring you interviews with other industry experts based on what you tell us that you need. We have an entire network of people, anything you need to be able to scale your business and make more sales in your company. We've got it inside of our network with our team, with our partners, with our clients, so that we can bring all of that to you so that you know what's going on. We don't want to have, it doesn't do us any good to hoard it all and keep it for us. We want to share all of it with you. We're going to talk about our family. We're going to talk about our dogs. We're going to talk about our grandkids. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about our grandkids. Cindy goes crazy. She has become that crazy grandma with our grandsons. I share them all over the place, but we're going to share what's going on in the world, what we believe about the landscape. Yeah, we're going to mix in a little bit of political discussion and dare offending you, risk offending you. We're going to talk about God. We're going to talk about why God has us put in this place in the first place. We're going to share our faith. We're not going to preach out of the Bible to you, but we will share. We're not going to hide the fact that we roll with Jesus and this is who we are, right? And that this whole business has been blessed, a blessing from God for what we've been able to do and the numbers of people we've been able to help, including you, right? And we want to teach you how to build your own networks. We want to help you with your messaging. We want to help you with your conversions. We want to help you with your confidence, the way you communicate, the way you stand for what you believe in, all of this and many, 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 many more things, right? So we can't wait to be on this journey with you. Can't wait to share with you all the ways in which we can help you make more sales without getting better at selling, because yes, that's a real thing. It actually exists. It actually happens. And we're going to share with you all the ways that it can. You're going to realize, oh my God, I've been doing this the wrong way for so long. All right. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being along for the ride. Thanks for trusting us to be part of your success team. And we look forward to seeing you on the other episodes.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Make More Sales podcast. If you like what you're hearing, you'll definitely want to check out our Make More Sales Facebook group, where you'll find more amazing content, including free sales training and live content happening every single week. So make sure to follow the link below to join. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show, and share it with your friends. That way, more people can learn how to make more sales without getting better at selling. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.